Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Oladipo with the ball. Outside Jackson. Now Oladipo. And here's Oladipo. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Shoots from the elbow. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Now Oladipo. Outside Jackson. Oladipo with the ball. Outside Jackson. Oladipo with the ball. Broke loose. Outside Irving. Pass to Price. Left side Price. The timely screen gave him a step, but he took it all the way. On offense, here are the Pacers. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Nate McMillan. And Doris, what did he tell you? Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Oladipo. No one covering.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Back to LeBron. Off with the layup.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions yet.
Pass to Doherty. Back to LeBron. Working down low. Will Costas. Yes, that's LeBron picking up the assist.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
Outside, George. There's a screen. Now, here's Oladipo. Outside, George. Pass to O'Neal. And here's Jackson. Here's Oladipo. Off target from outside. Here's Irving. O'Neal inside. Outside for George. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
LeBron drives in. Here's Doherty. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. LeBron outside. Pass to Price. Price, right side. Now here's Doherty. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. And so Doherty nails both of them. Indiana trailing here. Jackson with it. Shot from free throw range. Price outside. Pass to Irving. Ilgauskas. Offensive rebound. LeBron outside. Outside Irving. Price up top. 4 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. Here's the break. Now Oladipo. Here's George. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from George. And George drops them both. The Cavaliers trailing. And here is LeBron. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Now here's Jackson. Right side George. Right side George. Back to Jackson. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 5.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's LeBron. The kick out to Irving. Pass to Price. Back to Irving. Left side Irving. Shot clock at 6. Can't hit. Now George. Left side Jackson. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Here's Price. Irving. Pass to Doherty. Nice move. That's good. And the Pacers with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Outside, George. Now Jackson. Now here's Oladipo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Doherty. Price with the ball. Oh, that's blocked. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. And the Cavaliers call time here. Off the inbound pass. That's good.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Outside Jackson. Here's Oladipo. Nailed from three-point land.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Outside Irving. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
And here's Oladipo. Back to Jackson. Oladipo with the ball. Shot clock at 5. Jackson up top. Makes it off the glass. He's got 9.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Here's Irving. They double him with George. LeBron James on the wing. Up and in on the layup. Now Jackson. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to George. Right side George. Misses off the left iron.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Back to Price. Puts the lead pass in front of him. The score now all even. He has 6. Now here's George. And the Pacers call time here. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Person And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Here's Harper. Pass to Harper. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 9. Here's McGinnis. Poked away. Back to Jackson. And here's Rose. Person. No good on the triple. And here are the Cavaliers now. Trailing by 2. Hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. Pass to Nance. Left side Nance. Now here is Verjao. 6 to shoot. Now here is Verjao. The shot's good from Nance. Jackson with it. Here's Person. Here's McGinnis. Pass to Person. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. Here's Free. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Nance with it. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Boy, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
Jackson with it. Pass to Person. Now Hibbert. Outside Jackson. Rose with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Takes one up. That's blocked. They recover it. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And something else everybody loves about him is his ability to do this sensational and spectacular. His dunks simply defy description at times.
So they take the lead.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 9. And he slams it one-handed. That's good for McGinnis. The Cavaliers trailing. Here's Free. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Harper's shot's good. Now Jackson. Pass to Person. Back to Jackson. Here's Person. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 5. Here's Free. Pass to Nance. Lock at 6. Left side Nance. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Jackson with it. He's got 9. Here's McGinnis. For the 3. Here's McGinnis. So it's a tie game as we end the first. And we'll be back. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one? They set the pick. Back to Verjao. Nance outside. He's covered by Person. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Free. And he gets it to go.
Now we're really seeing him pound that ball inside.
And here's Jackson. Pass to McGinnis. Back to Jackson. Left side Jackson. Teardrop shot. And the layup is up and in. He's got 11.
guys. That time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Another shot, and there's the nice layup by Rose.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
The Pacers making a change here. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Free. Pass to Nance. Nance, right side. Here is Carr. And here's Love. Count the bucket.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
And here's Indiana. Pass to Schrempf. There's the pick. Now here's Stevenson. Back to Schrempf. Now Jackson. They get a hand on it. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And so it's Indiana with it. Now Williams. No good on the quick three. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Outside Jackson. Right side Jackson. Stevenson with it. Pass to Schrempf. Here's Stevenson. Here's Jackson. Gets a very good look and converts. 13 points in the game. Here is Carr. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And here's Nance. From 11 feet away. And that's off the glass and in. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now here's Stevenson. Shoots. And again, it's Indiana converting. Here's Free. Here is Carr. Here is Carr. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Russell. Unloads. And Cleveland again with the bucket. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Jackson. Stevenson. Schrempf with it. Now here's Jackson. Here's McGinnis. Here's McGinnis. Here's Stevenson. The three-pointer, no good.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
Here is Carr. Shoots the three. Rebounded by Jackson.
Boy, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
Pass to McGinnis. Now, here's Stevenson. Stevenson with it. Blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Pacers making a switch here. And here's Price. Pass to Russell. Price outside. LeBron connects from three-point range. Here's Oladipo. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Dives for it. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. The Pacers making a switch here. The Cavaliers leading. Now Price. Price, right side. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Price. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Price hits them both. And here's Stevenson. And here's Oladipo. Now here's Oladipo. Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. Irving with the ball. Back to LeBron. And there's the rejection. But they get it back. And that one's good. Price. Indiana trailing here. Here's George. Timeout called the Pacers. Now Oladipo. Oladipo with the ball. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And here's Price. They set the pick. With some arc. He is hauled in by Paul George. Now Oladipo. He's got 6. Now here's Stevenson. Oladipo with the ball. Pass to George. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
LeBron outside. The kick out to Irving. Back to LeBron. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He has 5.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Outside, George. Now, here's Oladipo. Lets it go from deep. Shot is off.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Price. Outside Irving. Price. Outside Irving. Clock at 6. Now, here's Price. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Stevenson. And here's Oladipo. From the wing. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Price. He's got 9. Back to Doherty. O'Neal's there. Doherty in the post. Doherty, no luck. O'Neal with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And here's Stevenson. Oladipo with the ball. Now Stevenson. Pocket 4. And it's blocked.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Price. LeBron. Back to Price. The finger roll finish at the bucket. He's got 11.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And here's Indiana. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Now, here is O'Neal. Here's Oladipo. Oladipo with the ball. 6 to shoot. Here's Stevenson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Price with the ball. 6-point game. Pass to Doherty. Outside Irving. LeBron up top. Back to Irving. Oh, good with the triple.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Oladipo with the ball. Oladipo, good. He's got 8.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
Back to LeBron. Price outside. Pass to Irving. Now Stevenson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Here's LeBron. 5 points in the game. Price outside. Pass to Doherty. O'Neal's there. Shoots from the block. And it's blocked. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Now Stevenson. Here's O'Neal. Smits. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Here's Price. He's got 11. Pass to Doherty. Price outside. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. He's got 13.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And here is O'Neal. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Price. Pass to Doherty. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Here's Stevenson. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Look at Mark Price in this game. He's been everywhere. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. LeBron outside. They set the pick. Price right side. 6 on the shot clock. That is good. 15 points in the game.
And let's not leave out another branding mark of his status as much in the clutch. When a big shot's needed to win a ball game, everybody in the building knows he's going to take it. Doesn't make any difference, though. He still finds a way to knock it down.
Now, here's Oladipo. All alone. And that one comes up a bit short.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebounds.
Count that one. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Outside, George. Now, here's Oladipo. Down low. Banked in off the glass. Price with the ball. He's got 15. And the Cavaliers call time here. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Pass to Doherty. Knocked away. Stolen by O'Neal. Now here's Oladipo. He's got 8. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. 6 points for him.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Cavaliers leading. Price outside. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to LeBron. Takes a three. Good.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all three of their shot attempts.
Now Jackson. He's got 13. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And here's Oladipo. Now Oladipo. Pocket 6. Back to Jackson. Lets it go. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level.
Pass to Doherty. The finger roll finish at the bucket. He's got 10.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Timeout called the Pacers. Mark Price. Indiana trailing here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Outside Jackson. Pass to George. Back to Jackson. From past the arc. Good.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Here's Irving. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And here's Doherty. LeBron up top. Blocked. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. Paul George with the steal. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Oladipo with the ball. 8 points for him. Now, here is Irving. Pass to Doherty. O'Neal's there. Doherty in the post. Doherty with the bucket. And here are the Pacers now. Outside Jackson. Back to O'Neal. Jackson with it. Now O'Neal. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Pacers making a change here. Outside Irving. Pass to Doherty. Price outside. And it's rejected. Now here's Oladipo. And here's Oladipo. He's got 10. Shot clock at 6. Right at the free throw line. Cavaliers with the rebound.
No breathing room at all to take that shot. Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
And the Cavaliers with possession. 3-point lead. Pass to Irving. Back to LeBron. Now Love. The kick out to LeBron. Buries it from 3-point range. He's got 11.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Person. Rose with the ball. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Cavaliers making a switch here. There's the pick. Here's McGinnis. Shot clock at 3. Fires for 3. And that one's good. Here's Harper. Defending touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And here's Indiana. It's a 5-point game. Outside Jackson. Pass to Person. Back to Jackson. Here's Person. 6 to shoot. Here's Person. He's got 5.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising with such a tight game.
Mans with it. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Person. Now Hibbert. Tries a 3, and again, it's the Pacers from deep. Here's Harper. Pass to Free. Mans with it. Here's Verajao. No luck. Now here's Jackson. Here's Person. Person with the bucket.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Here's Harper. Pass to Free. Now Verajao. He's against Hibbert. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anderson Verajao. That's his first foul.
You know, they've done a lot of things right in this game, but one thing they have to improve on is their ball security.
Here's Person. 7 points in the game. Here's McGinnis. And it's all evened up. 8 points for him.
That's a good shot for him there, but it's kind of puzzling to me that he's not calling for the ball today like he usually does. He has to do more if they're going to pull ahead.
Here's Harper. Up top, Nance. Clock at 6. Pulls it up. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Back to Hibbert. Person. Pass to Rose. Right side Rose. Here's Person. It's stolen by Nance. And he makes good on the layup. He's got 12.
And here's another thing about him, Steve. Every time he gets his hands on the ball in the backcourt, he's a one-man fast break.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Rose. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Back to Nance. And here's Love. It's stolen. And here we go. McGinnis. And that one is stuffed right through. Cavaliers trailing. Here's Harper. Pass to Free. Here's Harper. Stolen by Jackson. Here's McGinnis. Outside Rose. Person. Shoots. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Boy, what a half from the field they're having. They're going to extend that lead if they stay this high.
Here's Harper. Pass to Free. Soft touch off the glass.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Now Jackson. 16 points for him. Back to Hibbert. Here's Person. Mans with the rebound. Pass to Harper. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Now Jackson. Here's Person. Wow. Here's Harper. to Bergeau. Here's Free. Inside. It's intercepted. Outside Jackson. And that one's good. He's got 18.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's Harper. And here's Russell. Here's Nance. Off on that one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Pacers. And time for the short break, and stay right. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Indiana leading. Jackson with it. Pass to Schrempf. Lays it up and banks it in.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Here's Harper. Here is Carr. 5 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Pacers making a switch here. So it's the Pacers now. They lead by 4. Pass to Schrempf. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's McGinnis. 5 on the clock. Tipped away. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Harper. No luck. Now, here is Schrempf. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. The free throw drops for Schrempf. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Free. Now here's Doherty, and he gets it to go. And it's the Pacers' ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Now Jackson. Here's the screen. Right side Jackson. Doherty grabs the board. Here's Free. Pass to Russell. Ilgauskas. Pacers with the rebound.
That's as high percentage as it gets for him. I mean, the defense really has to be mindful of not giving him that kind of space to operate.
Now here's Jackson. Doherty grabs the board. Here's Free. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here is Carr. 6 on the shot clock. Free. Cannot hit. And here's Jackson. Back to Hibbert. Working on Doherty. Now here's Hibbert.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Shot's good by Carr. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Jackson. The finger roll finish at the bucket. 20 points for him.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it.
Russell with it. Pass to Doherty. Here's Free. Ilgauskas. An easy 2 points on the layup. Now here's Jackson. Back to Hibbert. Working on Doherty. From the baseline. Hibbert inside. The Cavaliers trailing. Here's Free. Here's the floater. Now Rose. Pass to Jackson. The shot. Offensive rebound. Hibbert inside. And here's Schrempf. Back to Williams. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. Here's Free. Here is Carr. Deflects the pass. Here is Carr. Another three for Cleveland.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Hibbert. Back to Jackson. Now here's Rose. Pocket 6. And here's Schrempf. Backing down is Hibbert. Puts it up from 15. Again, Indiana. Here's Free. Here is Carr. Pass to Russell. Tries to keep it alive. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. The Pacers making a switch here. Here's Price. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Pacers with possession here. 4-point game. Outside Jackson. Pass to George. Now Oladipo. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Outside Irving. Price with the ball. And here's Doherty. Doherty with the bucket.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
They set the screen. Outside Jackson. Outside George. Outside for Jackson. 5 to shoot. That's tipped. And stolen by Price. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. Indiana leading. Jackson with it. Pass to O'Neal. Smits. That's good. Now, here is Irving. To the paint. It's stolen by Oladipo. Pass to Jackson. An easy layup after coming off the pick. 22 points for him.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
LeBron outside. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Here's Price. Off the inbound. And he sinks the layup. And here are the Pacers now. Leading by 5. Outside Jackson. Outside George. Right side George. Pass to Jackson. 4 on the clock. Charity swipe shot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. He's got 24. Now Price. Left side Price. Ilgauskas sinks that one from the post.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Oladipo. Timeout called the Pacers.
During that break, Coach Nate McMillan had some words for his team.
Pass to Jackson. Now O'Neal. That's good.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. They trail by 7. And the Cavaliers call time here.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Outside Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Price. This one for 3. O'Neal with the rebound. On offense, here are the Pacers. Back to George. Smits. Doherty grabs the board. Pushing it up. Now here's LeBron. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Now here's Jackson. Back to George. Left side, George. Outside Jackson. 6 to shoot. Smits. Blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The Cavaliers trailing. And here's Price. Pass to Doherty. Back to Price. Beyond the arc. O'Neal with the rebound.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
There's the screen. Now here's Odie. George with the ball. Step back shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's Irving. Pass to Price. Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie field. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And here's O'Neal. And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that... So he gets them both. And
those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. What do you think, guys? LeBron drives in, and so they choose to intentionally foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and the Cavaliers call time here. Guys, what do you think? And some changes here for the Pacers. Pass to Love. And here's Russell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Now, here's Stevenson. So it's Indiana